Lights on, camera rolling. Eagle View is back. From the field to the court, we are bringing you every moment of Eagle sports.
Every game, every story, every changing moment is right here, right now. So grab a seat, turn up the volume, and get ready, because Eagle View starts now. Welcome to Eagle View, your home for University of the Ozarks highlights, previews, and more. I'm Matthew Frimmel.
And I'm Irene Deems. We are proud to bring you coverage of Eagles athletics from KUOZ.
The Eagles face Shriner in a 3-game series, starting with a tough 5-4 loss in extra innings. Ozarks jumped out early, building a 4-0 lead behind hits from Isabella Holsey and Cameron Ewer, but Shriner rallied later and walked it off in the 5th. In Game 2, Shriner carried that momentum, completing the doubleheader sweep with a 10-2 win. The Eagles struck out first, but Shriner answered quickly and pulled away with an early score. Ozarks bounced back in Games 3, exploding 7 runs in the 6th inning, taking control. Kendall Lynch and Isabel Holsey delivered important hits, and Bailey Cowell showed strength in the circle to secure an 8-3 win. The Ozarks' upcoming game takes place April 10th at 4 p.m. in Clarksville, with military and first responders coming to attend and honoring them with a ceremony.
Eagles are now ready for a home game. Matthew Frimmel has more on this.
After a long stretch on the road, the Eagles softball team returns here to the Wilson Athletic Complex, where they take on the Concordia University Tornadoes and hope to build on the momentum here in front of their home crowd. The team has been locked in at practice all week, focusing on defensive adjustments and execution, looking forward to today's matchup.
Where we set up our defense has been where we've been more successful, is seeing where they've been putting the ball and preparing for that ahead of time. And a lot of it is working with our infielders and knowing what pitch, say, Bailey's about to pitch.
For the Eagles, success starts with reading hitters early and making defensive adjustments.
We're just focusing on spinning it through the plate, throwing strikes early, getting ahead early, and getting ground balls and pop-ups. On the mound, some things that have been working really well for me is my catcher's working her butt off behind the plate. Curveball's been working well, change-up, screwball. My pitches have just really been working well for us.
The Eagles say their preparation is paying off because this game means more to them than just a win, as they take time today to honor military members and first responders during today's event. For Eagle View, I'm Matthew Frimmel.
Eagles tennis is in Dallas for their matches this weekend. The Eagles hit the courts on the 10th and 11th against Austin College and the University of Dallas. Coach Brad Jones said they're maintaining focus despite the end of the season coming up quick.
You know, we need to keep that extra ball on the court. Just seeing how everybody's playing. It depends on what we're working on as a team, whether it's doubles, singles, but really kind of going at the end of the season, it's making sure everybody's healthy mentally and physically.
Coach Jones and players Haru Satomura and Seth Dunn are ready to develop the strategies of the court.
I'm so glad, and actually I was feeling nervous a little bit, but it was very fun with compete with my team. It was very good experience for me.
The goal for the rest of the season is pretty apparent to everyone on the team. It's go to nationals, win conference, and yeah, that's our main goal right now, is get a ring. So.
Eagles are ready and energized to take on the road for the upcoming matches. The Eagles will be back home for a game against the University of Dallas on April 18th.
Eagles tennis is making waves this season, and this week it's all about the impact happening in doubles play.
Here we are at University of the Ozarks tennis court, where these duos are making a big impact, earning recognition and helping lead the Eagles to key victories. And this week, we're highlighting not one, but 2 standout doubles teams from Eagles tennis.
On the women's side, Kelsey Smith and Brooke Humphrey have been named SCAC Women Doubles Team of the Week. The pair delivered a strong showing against John Brown University, earning a 6-4 win at number 1 doubles, adding another key win for the Eagles.
I think we complement each other really well. Kelsey likes to hit the ball harder and is stronger and more aggressive on the court, and I'm more placement of the ball and strategic on the court.
We usually communicate what's going on, so if one notices something's going wrong or the other one's discouraged, we pick up each other and we kind of complement after that and kind of figure out a new strategy to play better or figure out what the other team is doing that we're not doing, that we should be doing, if that makes sense.
On the men's side, seniors Perry Guidry and Kento Iwahara have earned Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference Men Doubles Team of the Week honors for the third time this season.
Honestly, I never expected this consistency. I'm just really happy with it. I've just gone into each match, one match at a time, and this is probably the most trust I've ever had with a doubles partner. I know he's kind of got my back, and even if I'm playing bad, as long as I can adjust myself to get into the point, I know he's got my back to help carry me forward, and vice versa. On days he might be off, so we kind of just take it one match at a time.
The duo secure a hard-fought 7-6 victory at #1 doubles against John Brown University, helping the Eagles secure a close 4-3 team victory. Guidry also picked up SCAC Singles Player of the Week, capping off an impressive performance.
After a week of strong plays and recognition, these Eagles duos are looking forward to their upcoming matches. Both teams now look ahead as Eagles hit the road, traveling to Texas to face Austin College on April 10 and University of Dallas on April 11.
Jessie Wright, a senior swimmer, selected as SCAC Female Swimmer of the Year. This is her story.
Making history in the pool and excelling in the classroom, Ozarks senior Jessie Wright made history as the program's first ever SCAC Female Swimmer of the Year. Beyond breaking records in the pool, Jessie walked us through how she captured the incredible title in the 200 individual medley.
So that race I was actually really nervous for. Going into finals, I was seated third, so I knew I definitely had to fight for first place. Diving in, I just had to keep in my head and my routine on how to do a race, like controlling it, not going out too fast. So I was definitely thinking about that, especially the first 100, 150. And then I just started to kind of see the competition right beside me, and I was just thinking about, I'm doing this, like, I can do this, I'm like this close, like just kind of bring it home. Once I touched the wall, I didn't believe that I had gotten it. It's kind of difficult to tell even as a swimmer. And so once I looked up to the board and then looked over to my teammates and my parents, I just felt really proud and really happy. Definitely a memory that I'll always think about and something I'm just really proud of. My biggest challenge in my swimming career, I actually fractured my back my senior year of high school right after my senior season ended. And so that was a really tough struggle to kind of pick myself up from, especially from just committing to swim in college. I was really nervous that I wasn't ever going to get back to where I was before I broke my back. But I definitely learned a lot about myself and a lot about my swimming goals during that time. And so it was just really rewarding to kind of see the way that such a drastic injury that could have been career ending was able to actually end in some of the fastest times I've ever swam. My team definitely has a big influence, I think, even from practices, going to practice. And then along with meets, I definitely have specific people that I go to kind of calm me down before my races. They just kind of know that if I'm super nervous, kind of how to calm my nerves. And so they definitely influence me by just kind of being right beside me and just encouraging me, and we can encourage each other. And even during the race, even though we're in the water, if your team's yelling loud enough, you can definitely hear them. The biggest lesson I'm definitely taking is to just go all in, get involved in every way that you can. And then self-discipline is something that I think I've grown a lot in my past years here. And also just getting involved, I couldn't be more thankful in the ways that I got involved around campus. And I think that that's something I'm really happy to walk away with.
An incredible, inspiring student-athlete story. Wright's perfect balance between school and athletic responsibilities lets us see the pride of being an Eagle. Jessie's career will definitely leave a legacy at Ozarks that won't be forgotten. Stay tuned with Eagle View to find more about Ozark sports. Thank you.
Was also selected as Conference Wrestler of the Year at the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference.
For many athletes, the end of a season means heartfelt pats on the back, victory speeches, and the occasional Instagram post. But for some seniors, it also means goodbyes as they look back on their accomplishments and reflect on their careers. One senior, Kayron Lewis, isn't quite done adding to that list yet. He tacks on one last accomplishment to his college career: Conference Wrestler of the Year.
I'm Kayron Lewis. I go by KJ. I'm a wrestler here at the University of Ozarks, and I'm a marketing major.
In addition to being named Wrestler of the Year, KJ became a two-time conference champion, placed within the top 4 at his regional tournament, and ended his season with a record of 22 wins and 5 losses. For KJ, the path here has been anything but easy.
I'm older than most students here. I graduated high school in 2019, but I got hurt playing football at my previous college, which took me out of it. I had a pretty bad concussion. Then COVID followed, and I didn't think I was going to step foot in another university. But then I got an opportunity to come here, and yeah, the rest is history. Wrestling's a sport where it's give and take, and you never know when it's going to give or when it's going to take. So it's not really about the medals or the accolades or all the stuff that, you know, comes with the sport. It's just about keeping your head down, doing what's expected of you, and let everything else take care of itself. The accolades and all that stuff, it's a byproduct of just doing all the right things and some. You know, wrestling has done so much for me over the years. It was never about the wins and losses for me, just like the experiences and the newfound friendships and the brotherhoods formed along that way. But at the same time, I'm definitely looking forward to the next chapter in my life.
KJ's experience as a senior lends him a unique perspective on what's important to being an athlete. As he looks back on his career, he shared this as a crucial piece of advice.
Enjoy every second of it. And enjoy the wins, the losses, the tough days, the good days, the practices that, you know, have you thinking, why am I here? And enjoy every second, because there's going to come a day where you realize that you took some of it for granted. So just enjoy every second of it.
Goodbyes are always hard, but all good things must eventually come to an end. Although it's not quite the end for KJ's athletic competition, as he plans to compete in MMA and Jiu-Jitsu. And if his wrestling's anything to go by, a lot of people are in serious danger. Minnesota Bay, reporting for KOZ.
That's all for us at Eagle View. We'll have more highlights, previews, and stories next week.
If you're watching us on Flow Sports, stick around for the upcoming live stream. From us here at the University of the Ozarks, goodbye.